In this video, we will know that why Assam River gets flooded every monsoon. The river that flows through Assam is River Brahmaputra. It is a Himalayan river and it is called a perennial river because it flows through the entire year. And the source of the Himalayan rivers are glaciers. The Himalayas also acts as natural boundary between India and China and India and Myanmar. Even in the northern states of Nagaland, Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and Meghalaya, you found that the traces of Himalayan range. These are the extension of Himalayan range with the names of Purvanchal and Garo Hills. I already made a video about mountain ranges which are present in India. I'll give link in the description to watch it. We also know that Himalayas are divided into different regions. Trans Himalayas, Greater Himalayas or Himadri, Middle Himalayas, Outer Himalayas or Shivalik range. The first one is the Trans Himalayas, which are basically the main Himalayan mountains situated in the Tibetan Plateau. The second one is the Greater Himalayas, which extends through Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Nepal, Sikkim, Bhutan and Arunachal Pradesh. In this region, we will find Mount Everest and Kanchenjunga peaks. In northeastern states of these ranges, throughout the year it covers with the snow. The third one is the Middle Himalayas. In this region, actually the greenery starts because more valleys and hill stations are located. And the fourth one is the Outer Himalayas. These are the foothills of Himalayas or Shivalik range. In this region, the mountains are not much very high, somewhere around 900 to 1200 meters. Below this, we will find the plain of Ganga Plain and Brahmaputra Plain. Assam and Bangladesh lies in the Brahmaputra Plain. It is a low-lying plain valley, continuous flows of Himalayan streams and rivers. If we look that, Tibet is a higher in elevation, from which the land elevation decreases towards the south. Around 10 to 15 million years ago, the Indian plate collided with the Eurasian plate, which led to the formation of Himalayan range and Tibetan plateau. It sends that river flow towards the downwards and also carries huge amount of sediments towards lower lying plain area. Now we will look at the most important terrain of river Brahmaputra. River Brahmaputra is located at the Ansi Glacier at near Manasarovar Lake. It is in the north side of the Himalayas. Manasarovar Lake is near to the Mount Kailash in Tibet. Mount Kailash and Manasarovar Lake is a holistic and sacred place for Hindu religion, which is dedicated to Lord Shiva. In Tibet, river Brahmaputra is called as Yalang Tsangpo. The river Brahmaputra runs towards the east, parallel to the Himalayan range. On reaching the mountain of Namcha Barwa in Tibetan Himalayas range, it takes U-turn and turns south and enters India through Arunachal Pradesh. In Arunachal Pradesh, the river Brahmaputra called its name of Dihang. I want to understand this. The Tibetan plateau is higher in the elevation, on the average height of 4 to 5 kilometers above sea level. While coming to the Assam at Dibrugarh district, the elevation is about 108 meters above the sea level. We can assume that with that much of the elevation to the lower plain of Assam, with how much speed it enters into the Assam. And as I said, the Assam is a plain area. In Assam, the river Brahmaputra turns into multi-level of small channels. Due to this, we will find world's largest river island called Majuli, with a length of 80 kilometers and its breadth about 10 to 15 kilometers. As I said, river flow downwards, it brings sediments and fertile alluvial soils and get deposited in the plain area. And I want to understand this monsoon. In general perspective, monsoon we will call it as rains. Southwest monsoon winds enters into the India in months of June, July. Kerala is the first mainland which receives first monsoon winds. These monsoon winds divided in some part and spreads along to Western Ghats and some part along to the Bay of Bengal into the northern eastern states of India. The mountains which are present in the northern eastern states acts as a wall for the monsoon winds. So it can't go anywhere, so it rains heavily in this region. It also helps in boosting the streams and rivers which are situated and join along the river Brahmaputra, like the rivers of Subansiri, Dihang, Dibang, Lohit, Kameng, Beki, Gadadhar and Tista, which are the tributary of river Brahmaputra and majorly joins in Assam. While this monsoon winds is heavily rains and brings water to the plain area, which flows with dangerously. Presently, these rivers are overflowing above the danger mark. Along the banks of river Brahmaputra and tributaries, people who are living in this area severely affected by the flood water. Here, here is a Kaziranga National Park. Even this place is 95% submerged in water. This national park is famous for one-horned rhinos. Nearly hundreds plus animals were dying due to these floods. Nearly 70 lakh people were affected by this disconnection of transport, cultivation, and other infrastructure have been damaged. I hope you understand how monsoon rains triggered Assam with flood and destruction year after year.